All right. Hello, everybody. Today we are learning reported speech. When we talk about what someone else has said, we use reported speech. So there is direct speech. It's someone's original statement or sentence. And when you want to report their sentences or statements, you make you use reported speech, or it's called reported speech because you are reporting their sentence. For example, it is my favorite film. So next, reported speech. She said it was her favorite film. She wants to work in film. They told us that she wanted to work in film. I lived in France for 10 years. He said that he had lived in France for 10 years. He's never been in Australia. She told me that he had never been to Australia. We are thinking of a new slogan. They said that they were thinking of a new slogan. I'll help you. He said that he would help us. Okay, so here you here you can see the examples for direct speech, and here you can see the examples for reported speech. And the next rule says, notice how the verb changes to show that the words were spoken in the past. So here you can see like is, like present simple, past simple, present perfect simple, present continuous, and future simple will help. So here in second rule, they want to say that these tenses are changed like to one tense back. It goes to one tense back. For example, is present simple becomes past simple. Was, wants, present simple becomes past simple. Wanted, lived, past simple becomes had lived, past perfect simple. He's never been, so he has never been, it is, and becomes past perfect simple. We are thinking, this is present continuous, becomes past continuous, were thinking. I'll help you, I will help you, this is future simple, becomes future past simple. So he'd help, he would help, means. Okay, I hope this is understandable. So next page. We usually use the reporting verbs say or tell in their past form, said, told, to talk about what someone has said. So notice how said does not have a personal object, but told has a personal object, i.e., he told me or he said, not he said me. So you cannot say he said me, but you can say he told me. All right. I need help, said John. John said that he needed help. Here you can see direct speech, I need help. And here you can see reported speech, John, it's John's sentence. So you begin the sentence with John said, then that you can use, or you can omit that. And he needed help. Needed is past simple. Here I need help. Present simple becomes past simple. She hasn't phoned yet. So present perfect simple. This is direct speech. Now reported speech. He told me that she hadn't phoned. So here you can see he told me. After told we use me. Then here you can see past perfect simple. Reported speech. Next one. Will be leaving soon. So this is future continuous. They told they'd be leaving soon. Here you can see future perfect. Future continuous is the past. I'm sorry. They'd be leaving, so they would be leaving here, and they'll be leaving. Okay, and they told him. After told, you use object. Object is him in this sentence. Next example. I can't wait anymore. Here can't. So this is a modal verb. Yes. He said he couldn't wait anymore. So here you can see said and no object after said, that subject he, then couldn't. Couldn't is past form of can't. I hope this is understandable. And next rule, when we use reported speech, we can use that, but we don't have to. So it says we can use, but we don't have to. Here you can see that, and know that. I have just told you. And next one, Words that refer to times and places in direct speech may also change in reported speech. This is because the time and place that the original speaker was in may not be the same time and space that the reporter is in. So it says times and places in direct speech may also be changed in reported speech. Why? Because when the original speaker was saying that or said that sentence, it may be in the past already, or maybe the place is changed. That's why because of the difference of time and place, you use other words for time and place in reported speech. For example, I think I'll have lunch here. Here you can see I'll have here. She said that she would have lunch there. So here will have, here would have in reported speech. Here becomes there. Next one, they don't want to sell now. They don't want present simple. Now, here you can see this is time. They said they didn't want to sell then. Didn't want is so past simple of don't want, and now becomes then. Next example. We sold it last year. They said they had sold it the year before. So sold becomes had sold. The past simple becomes past perfect simple. Last year becomes the year before. You can't leave tomorrow. See, and they said they couldn't. They said we couldn't leave the next day. So can't becomes couldn't. So this is past simple, and tomorrow becomes the next day. Okay, I hope it's understandable. So these times and places were changed into these times and places in reported speech. Pronouns may also change. For example, I to she, you to they. It depends on the person who is telling that or who said that. For example, I, she, so it was female. So we, so they said something, you say. You becomes we, so they are telling us, so they are telling us that, or somebody telling us that you cannot leave tomorrow, for example. So you say, they said we couldn't leave the next day. All right, so it depends on the direction of who is saying that or to whom they are saying that, and blah, blah, blah. All right, when something we had said is very important now or still true, we do not change the tense. So somebody said something or somebody says something today and you are reporting that sentence on the same day, so maybe at the same place, so time and the place is not changed, so that's why you don't change the tense. I'll help you in a minute. She said she'll help us in a minute. She said she'll help. Pay attention to this reported speech. She said. You should say she said because what she said was in the past, for example. So anyway, and she will help us in a minute. So you ask someone to help you, and she says, "I'll help you in a minute." And after 10 seconds, you're reporting to someone else at the same place, and you say, "She said she will help us in a minute." You don't change anything because you're still at the same place. I hope reported speech is understandable. Now here, you should turn direct speech into reported speech. So in these 6 sentences. All right, once you have done this task, now you can check because you have your answers here. If you have questions, you can ask me. Don't give up studying English. Good luck to you all. See ya.